Hi, I'm Pete from Project Heaven Restoration. We've just given out all the awards and we're just going to walk around now, visit a few of the winners. I've got a few trophies left to hand out as well. Let's go and have a look at some great cars. Hi Steve, I'm Pete, and well done on winning the Cleanest car award. It was a tough choice, to be honest, because I was kind of thinking maybe it should have been overall show winner even, because it's so immaculate. But there was not another car that's as clean as this in every single aspect, even the engine bay, you know.
Brilliant, thank you.
Well, how long have you had the car then?
I've had it since I was 19.
19?
A long time.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Paid £500 for it as a wreck. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you do all the work yourself, or you had people do it for you?
No, it's been in various guises over the years.
Yeah.
But the last time was 2010 this was done.
Yeah.
I'd done some of the bits and pieces on it, but the majority of it was built by Valley Gas Speed Shop.
Okay.
They used to be in Newbury, now they're in Andover.
I see. Yeah. One of the things I really like about this is you've completely cleaned out the engine bay. There's no harnesses and things in here. Where have you hidden it? Is it behind these boxes or something like that?
No. It's all up under the dash.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it all runs through and goes under the bulkhead. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, even the the bed and everything's immaculate. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, the bed. I got a friend that's a French polisher, so he made the stain to match the cinnamon paint. It's sort of copy of a 55 Chevy.
Yeah.
So it's not. They're usually flat.
Yeah.
They don't have the arches like that.
So you have? Is that steel work then?
It's all fabricated in steel. Yeah. So that's all been fabricated in steel.
Obviously, everything's been done. It's all been retrimmed.
Everything. Yeah.
So someone's actually fabricated that. That's ever so complicated.
Fabricated all that and then Dakota digital dash system in it.
Yeah, it's really something special, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
So we found the Mark II Jag that we've given the award to. The guy's just coming to see us now. He's just popped off for something. We're going to give him his award. The thing that really drew me to this is absolutely immaculate, inside and out, and inside his engine bay. He's really gone to town on cleaning this up and making it looking beautiful. Even polishing the brass top of his radiator tank and that sort of thing, that sort of detail. And you look through the whole car, it's much the same, Inside, again, it's clean, but he does use it, which is great. Hello, mate. Well done. You did very well there. It was second class.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
How long have you had the car?
About 3 years.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And what have you done to it in that time?
I've done a lot of detailing in the engine, cleaning the engine bay.
Yeah.
But the car was very much like it was when we bought her.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like that's one of the things I noticed. It's immaculately clean. I mean, you've polished the brass of the header tank, polished the rad caps, polished the ignition coil, rocker covers.
Done an awful lot under the bonnet.
Yeah.
Replaced various nuts and bolts with chrome and stainless steel.
Yeah.
And polished the heads, fitted brass nuts to the manifolds. Yeah, just try to present it as it should be.
So you had the car for 3 years. What was the history of the car? Or has it been restored, and what level?
The car had been restored. Unfortunately, the previous owner bought it for his retirement.
Yeah.
And it went. He went into hospital, and unfortunately, he passed away in hospital.
Oh no.
So it was left to his wife.
Yeah.
Who sat on it for a couple of years, and basically she had to sell it because she couldn't drive.
Yeah.
And being an automatic and having power steering fitted to the car, which suits me.
Yeah.
The power steering is an optional extra that comes with the car.
Okay, yeah.
But it just needed a very deep clean. All the chrome work needed to be repolished. The interior needs to be clean, but it is very much as you see her.
Oh, because I mean, the paintwork is actually really, really good, and all the shut lines and everything are really good. Like I say, and the chrome's good, considering, I mean, by the sounds of it, you've not really replated anything or done anything like that.
No.
You just polished it all up. So it's looking really good.
Fitted the bar badge at the front.
Yeah.
The colour is actually Carmen red.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit mixed up with signal red.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But
it looks amazing. It's not faded or anything like that, and reds are notorious for that. So yeah, it's lovely. And the interior is nice too if you want to have a look inside. So it's got all of all the walnut dash and everything's in fantastic order, because often this will delaminate. Do you know if when that was restored, or was
that would have been part of the restoration.
Yeah.
At the time, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. So we're here with the Best in Show winner, this immaculate F100 pickup truck. It is absolutely flawless. I've been around every inch of this vehicle and there's not a single stone chip, not a single dent, nothing. It's brilliant. According to a conversation with the owner, it's just recently gone an extensive restoration for many years, and only just a week ago was it completed, and this is the first thing it's been to. And it shows, because everything's absolutely fresh. Chrome is no pips in that whatsoever. It's absolutely brand new. The wheels are immaculate. The paint job's crisp. I really, really love this thing. It's fantastic. And the interior's absolutely perfect as well. Very happy to award this guy Best in Show. I'm here with Paul, the winner of the prestigious Dirtiest Car Award. Really amazing job you've done with this one, mate. So
yes, yeah, it's been
a lot of work.
It's been 15 years at least in the making. So yeah.
So what happened? So you found it was kept in a barn or something? Or
yeah. So I bought this when I was 20 years old. So,
yep.
so I've owned it 30 years, and I drove it as a daily driver for the first 10 years probably of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can see there's a lot of running repairs that I just carried out. Basically was a kid and had no money. And then it got put in a customer's storage. My MOT guy moaned about the spring hangers. I repaired that. I spent a winter getting it quite together.
Yeah.
And then I went on holiday, I came back, I just never used it. It got put away into a customer's storage.
How many years ago was that?
And that would have been about 18 years ago. 18 years ago. So it's certainly spent at least 15 years. There's my last tax
there you go.
disc.
So I haven't even cleaned the tax disc out the way.
2007. So that's the last time I drove. So it's 18 years, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic.
So it got put away there, and it was dehumidified storage. So it's kept it reasonably preserved.
I say it's not rotten or anything like that.
No, there are bits, obviously, if you look around it. It's not perfect. But yeah, and then I was gradually going through a process of trying to clear all my cars out of his garage.
Yeah.
And we got down to this one, and I was adamant that I wanted it on the road for 30 years of owning it, which is about now. I think it was July I bought it, 95. But I really didn't have the heart to clean it. And I also didn't really have the time, but it's just, you got 15 years of storage dust, and obviously it was quite a clean storage, but still, honestly, the paintwork isn't anything to look at. I really thought, I see so many beautiful Capris that I honestly thought, you know what, I'm just going to show it as it is.
So you didn't know there was a Dirtiest Car Award or not?
I did. I had seen it.
Oh, okay.
I had seen it, but I hadn't really thought about it because I thought, honestly, all someone's got to do with the vintage Land Rover is go and drive it through a mud trap, and they're going to win it.
This is genuine dirt. You can't,
it is. Well, this is it, and especially where the spiders have had a go, with their detritus on it. You can't fake that. Definitely, you can't put it on in a weekend. So, no.
Brilliant.
And actually now I've got an incentive really never to clean it again.
That's it, yeah, brilliant. Oh, well, thank you very much, Paul. That was amazing. Great to see you. Great to meet you.
No problem. And you, and thanks ever so much for showcasing it.
No problem at all. Keep it dirty.
Thank you.
Cheers. So this is first in class winner for the classic car section. Unbelievable car. I've never seen one of these before. Very rare. The 1939 Hanomag Type 12. They'd been restored some time ago, and it's got non-standard paintwork and everything else. It's got a different engine and gearbox from what I am aware, but a very well presented, beautiful car. Can't really fault it. It's immaculately clean. There's no damage or anything like that on the car, and it's unbelievably interesting and rare. So yeah, very cool thing. I'm here with the class winner for the American rock and roll category, 1955 Chevy Bel Air. It's been restored some time ago, but it's still beautifully kept. The paintwork's fantastic, two-tone metallic and white, and the engine bay is also kept very, very clean. So for me, this is a really nicely looked after vehicle, and I think it deserves number one. I'm here with Ian and Victoria, the winners of the Best Caravan competition. And they're just going to talk a bit about the Caravan and the extensive restoration work it's been under. So when was the restoration done?
The restoration was done by a friend of ours who is a fantastic, well, by trade he's a sprayer, but he has a massive love for caravans. So he's a complete hobbyist, and he loves doing restorations. So we're incredibly lucky that we have one of his vans. He takes very good, meticulous care of them, and we've been trying to find an exceptional Viking for a number of years. So
how many years was it you were looking for one?
Oh, we've been looking for one for more than 3 years. Because our children have got tall, and we've always had diddy vans before, very small ones, and our middle child's now 6'2", so we need a little bit bigger one. So we're very fortunate to pick up this gorgeous Caravan. And
you said it had the whole roof taken off?
Yeah, Steve, who's a chap who lives in the Highlands of Scotland with his lovely wife Sarah, they managed to find this one, locate it, I believe from a ditch, and he's had a full top off and bottom off restoration to it. So the Viking fibre line have like a fiberglass bottom, kind of a bit like a bath. And then a lid that goes on the top, and then it's aluminium around the outside.
I see,
And then it's been spray painted exceptionally well, and then all the bits and pieces have been meticulously collected. If you can't find the originals, you get as close as possible to it. And on the inside, it's done a lot of really fantastic carpentry.
The woodwork for the frame and everything for it. So
I know inside there's all sorts of special details in there that are like, you know, absolutely as they should be.
So on the inside, we love mid-century furniture. Our house has loads of it, G-plan and things like that. On the inside of this, it kind of looks a lot like G-plan and
it's really quite good.
So it's got a lovely curve to it. So the attention to detail is just amazing. Even across the door, there's like amber glass in the toilet. It's just everything just screams like quality, really. So we love it. We absolutely adore it. We feel like they're the luckiest couple to own such a beautiful van, and to know the restorer as well, and have we're good friends with them. That's an even better bonus to it, really.
We were very lucky.
The reason I liked it is because it's so immaculate. It looks like it was made yesterday, you know, even though it's so old, you know. It's been a well done job.
I think we definitely want to be completely respectful to it, so we've been polishing it like mad, looking after it. We have 3 children, 16, 15 and 11, and we're like, shoes off, clean it up, put it away. It's
brilliant.
Poor fellas. But hopefully we keep it immaculate for a lot of years, and we do a lot of touring around. We're part of the Caravan Club, the ARCs, UK, and so we go to Europe, we go up and down the country, and so hopefully this turns heads everywhere we go, really.
Thanks very much for taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you.
Brilliant, Cheers.
Thank you.
So there was a little selection of some of the show winners from this year's Retro Festival. We've really enjoyed being here. It's a fantastic show. There's a lot of different variety going on. You've got army vehicles, lorries, cars, American stuff, pickup trucks, caravans, camper vans, bikes, scooters, a lot. So come again next year.